Just off the east bank of the Cumberland River and across the water from the Tennessee State Capitol building, there's a look at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. The whole of downtown Nashville likely still reverberating with the sounds of the Titans taking the field a moment ago. They're ready for football as their Titans are set to match up with Jameis Winston and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Ready? Blue ready. Check right 54. Right 54. Watch the run. Watch the run. Tight dog. Tight dog. Tight dog. Hey. Switch. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
On 1st and 10, Winston. And this is caught by Evans. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
First down, Tampa Bay.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double-team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
And they'll run here with Tavon Austin. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
Ready. Blue ready. Right there. 54 Mike. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Shoot. Let's go.
Working out of the gun, Winston. And right away, he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Well, this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long.
Safety's creeping.
Jameis to throw it. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down. He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, Grasshopper. Patience. It's early in this game, but you like the fact that they're around the football early. They're going to be upset they didn't haul that one in, but at least they're there at the moment of truth to make a play on it.
By the way, where did the grasshopper thing come from? I know it's been around for a long time. But...
yeah, I'll have to tell you that some other time.
All right, back to football. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Daquan Jones fighting his way home to get the sack.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
About 15 cents.
Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Titans are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over 1st and 10.
Ready? Blue 18. 45. We own them. We own them.
Now a first-time 1,000-yard rusher from a season ago, it's Derrick Henry. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. He gets it to Humphries. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Mariota now to throw on 1st down. Complete. This is Lewis. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
8 yards on the pickup.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
So don't say nothing.
Mariota gives to Henry. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down.
3. Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike. Hey, let's get that.
From the gun, Mariota. He finds Humphries. 1st down, Titans, gain of 12.
A gain of 12 yards. And the Titans, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
From the red zone now, Mariota. It's caught. Humphries. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
A 6-yard pickup.
I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
On 2nd down now, it's Henry. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Cut. 45's the mic. Coming.
Working out of the gun, Mariota. And this is going to be caught by Sharp for a Tennessee touchdown. Tajay Sharp, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. On the carry here, it's Austin. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down.
Hey, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. SOS.
From the gun, Winston. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Daquan Jones able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. A first update now out of Jacksonville. The Jets out to the early lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Now, they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right?
And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. Shaquille Barrett, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
At the 30-yard line.
The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11.
Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. Man, I got you.
Throwing, Mariota. He's got Lewis. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike. We got to get the ball.
Here's Mariota. Looking deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Mariota. Pass caught left side by Humphries. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This will be fielded at the 17. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
At their own 37-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 35-yard line.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football as they've got it 2nd down and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Winston. He finds his target. It's Evans. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Barber on 1st and 10. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Winston. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the 1st down marker is here on 3rd.
Hey, 5-0, 5-0, 5-0. Check 3, check 3. Hatchet. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
Winston now. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And he's got this down to the 35. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 35. He is tough to bring down, Jameis Winston. Charles, I remember calling a baseball game of his. He played baseball at Florida State, too. And you saw his legs, tree trunks sprayed in to those baseball pants. I said, how could anybody bring this guy down?
And that's part of the beauty of his game because he has that toughness, that thick body. He may not beat you sprinting, but he's real sharp with his mind, and he knows how to get away from people.
To throw, Winston. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
To throw again on second down. Winston. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so
well.
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get up.
To throw, Mariota. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. The Titans on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. To throw is Mariota. And he finds his target. It's sharp. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
That's good.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
You got nothing today. You got nothing.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by T.J. McDonald. And the return will stop right around the 25.
How about that interception? Like father, like son. Tim McDonald Sr. had 40 interceptions in the NFL, playing with Arizona and San Francisco. His son trying to follow in his footsteps.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has, really. They come up here now, 1st down. Following the interception, Winston. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Chris Godwin, the former Penn Stater, should see an increase in action and production in 2019 with Adam Humphries and Deshaun Jackson gone from the team. 842 yards in 2018, second only to Mike Evans on the Buccaneers.
Don't be scared of it.
On second down, it's Austin, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Winston. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Jarrell Casey make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Follow.
Throwing, Winston. And this is caught by Evans. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off at the 36. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Ready. Black 22. 54 miles. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run. Check, 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 check. Green, Timothy. Check. Hey, stop. Let's go.
On first down, it's Austin. And down inside the 15 he goes. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Ready. Blue ready. Hey, let's get him to work. He's crashing. He's checking crashing.
He completes it to Evans. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up first and goal.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
Watch the safety creep. Hey, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 81. 50. Ready to go.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Ready? Flash, what you got? Get this one. Shoot!
Jameis to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Jameis Winston with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Next to score, Buccaneers 14, Titans 7.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7.
Get him, boys! Get him, boys!
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Now here's a throw that's taken in by Tajay Sharp. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
And the Titans first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Blue end. Check 45 to Mike. Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. And he will find Davis. That's complete. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
19 more yards. That's another Titans first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Blue 18. 54. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go.
A first down throw for Mariota. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
17 more
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Hey, run! Again! 54! Mike, 54! Get ready! Get ready! Get ready!
Mariota on first down. Sets up the screen to Lewis. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident and keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. To the air again, Mariota. This one caught by Davis. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Complete to Corey Davis. First and goal at the 9-yard line.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. They'll throw again. Mariota. He's got it. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
At the 3-yard line.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
I can't believe they even let you play.
On 2nd, it comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. He's at the 50, the 40, the 20, 10. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. How about that for a momentum swing? You had it goal to go. Not only do you cough it up, but they pick it up and return it all the way for a touchdown.
And now you have to give oxygen to the entire team because what a letdown that was. Terrific drive. Looked like you're going to get points. Instead, the other team registers them on the scoreboard.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now 21-7. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Tighten up, pull it together.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
and I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive, and we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too, and they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. From the 29, Mariota. It's caught by Davis. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Play fake to Henry. Now Mariota completes it to Davis. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
It's a nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
Hey, check. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Let's go.
First down, Mariota. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Levante David. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Switch. Hey, switch. 5 on the 50.
On 1st and 10, Winston. He finds his target. It's Evans. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
2nd and 3 at the 27-yard line.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
Here we go, G. Green, triple team. Check the backer, check the backer.
Out of the backfield, it's Austin. The big man, Jarrell Casey, in on the stop. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Ready. Blue waiting. Watching your back. Get him. Get him. Get him. Come on. Come back. Deuce. Check 3.
On 3rd and 1, here's Winston. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle.
Whenever you see a team deciding to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, as a defensive player, my mindset is we've got them now, and that's why they dialed up the blitz and got after them.
But occasionally, you want to pass it on 3rd and 1. I mean, not a lot for sure, but sometimes just to keep the defense guessing.
Oh, no doubt. You want to break tendencies as you go along with the game because you don't want them to just say, oh, 3rd and 1, we know exactly what they're going to do. But in this situation, as an offensive lineman, as a running back, I want to know why I didn't get the football.
At their own 12-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
2nd and 7 at the 14-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Let's go, team. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
Mariota to throw it. And this will be incomplete.
Not sure what you're thinking here, partner, but I believe the officials have done a nice job here getting together and then coming out and indicating that there was a receiver in the area.
Absolutely, and he was in the area. Correct call made, no grounding. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Tight right. Hey, we got four.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. And he'll be stopped short of the first down right around the 18-yard line. They stop him after a gain of only 4, and that brings up fourth down. Here's Brett Kern now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. And taken right on the 30. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Elsewhere, second half is underway up in Orchard Park. And the Eagles have moved out ahead in that one. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. They'll run on first down. Austin. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. The Super Bowl hero, Malcolm Butler, makes a stop.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
You better be afraid of me. 36. Check 31. Check. Here we go, even.
They go play action. Winston. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down.
Check 43. Check. Here we go.
Working out of the gun, Winston. And he's got a man. It's the tight end, Howard, complete. It's a gain of 16. First down, Tampa Bay.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. Off the play fake, Winston sliding out of the pocket. There goes a deep ball, end zone, and incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one.
Let's go, Heavy. Come on. Sunday. What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Hey, 5 on 50. 5 on 50.
On second down, Barber. And he is going to get this close to the first down markers. He's brought down at the Titans' 23.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Ready. Black, 22. Oh, you got deep? Heavy. You got heavy. Check 13. 6 man. Check girls. Flip. Switch it. Yes. And even. Check 24. Let's go.
Evans has it left side. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. A familiar ring to that one. Winston to Evans for the Buccaneer first.
Ready? Blue 80. 55, Mike. I'm trying to collect. Shift. Check. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Let me go.
On first down, it's Austin. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
54 Mike. Hey, they're scared. Tighten up. Tight. 5-0.
They go back to the ground, this time Barber. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 11 yards there, first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Ready? Flag, what is that? I'm coming after you. Slam. Alert 3. Back.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Second and goal from inside the 5.
Go. Run twist. Wait. Under. Let's convert. Slam. Let's go.
Winston gives to Barber. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Peyton Barber, his 6th touchdown of the season as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Rip left.
They'll try and get the run game going. This is Henry. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Nashville. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Mariota to Lewis on the draw. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage with a flag down here to boot. So they may back up further. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
Let's go. 70, Indy. You don't want none. Pick up the ball.
After the penalty, it's Henry. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run, the best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. Jason Pierre-Paul in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. Taken in at the 22. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
At their own 38-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. There have been no struggles here for this crew. I mean, they were up double digits at halftime, and they've just expanded that here in the second half.
And it appears there are no answers from the defensive side. I think right now, if I'm the coordinator, if I'm down on the field, if I'm wearing a hat, I've already thrown it. If it's a visor, it's sailed, right? My game plan is down by my feet right now because nothing I've drawn up appears to be working.
Well, he's going to have to find something right now to stop this offense. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down.
Check 3, check 3. Wait. Check. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Austin, and he'll get it down here to the 43. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the fourth quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
Wait. Check 59. I know he ain't got it. Mike's 59.
That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Mike's ready. Black 25. I got you. Joker. Green, triple C.
They'll run with Austin. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
5 on the 50.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Austin. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Man up, D. Man up, D. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. Follow. Switch. Out.
And now a jet sweep. This is Evans with it. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
Fourth quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on first down. They did that plus 3.
On 2nd down now, it's Austin, and he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps for these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
Shoot. Say, flip it. Let him go.
From the red zone now, Winston. And this is caught by Evans. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 15-yard line.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Safety's creeping.
They run the counter. Austin. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. 2nd and goal from the 1. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. They'll run with Barber, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Peyton Barber, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Ready, set.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Second and a yard. Let's get it. Buccaneers 46-yard line.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And an alley to run. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 24-yard line.
First down. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Let's go, D. Get it.
Now Lewis here on first down. Oh, and Lewis lost the football. And the Buccaneers have it. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we sign off from Nashville.